I think one of the influences, or probably the main influence with this project, was sort of how do you distinguish an apartment building in the skyline. And I think most apartment buildings are just a singular extrusion, and we sort of thought about this as an opportunity to change the idea of that by seeing it as a series of stacked elements or stacked boxes, so that the silhouette of the building would read very differently to a singular extrusion. We saw the opportunity for each different box to represent a different neighbourhood within the building, and then each box has its own sort of colour representation, which the artist Matthew Johnson has worked closely with us on, and that's really about giving identity to what we imagine could be different communities within the building. So it was a way of thinking about an apartment building not as just a singular entity, but as a collection of communities. Well, I think with the apartment layouts is that there are many different variations within different 1, 2 and 3 bedroom types. So the good thing is that people who have specific requirements can search through all of the different layouts to find something that's hopefully really specific to their own needs, and I think that's probably quite unique as an offering. The balconies are set up as a room in their own right, so unlike a lot of apartment buildings where the balconies are like part of the perimeter of the facade, these are like little rooms that are inset into the plan, so that there's a really easy exchange between inside and outside. And furthermore, in some of the orientations there's also a series of shutters, so you can actually enclose those spaces, so they're almost like their own room. Well, I guess there's the grand sort of sunset view that defines St Kilda in many ways, which is the big western aspect. But I think more than that, the northern side you'll get great skyline views back to the city of Melbourne, which is a beautiful skyline in itself. Well, I think it's important to be able to make a contribution to the built environment, and that's something at JCB that we're always interested in, providing innovative and engaging solutions. In particular, I guess the junction itself at the moment is a faceless place, and so for us the opportunity existed to really make something that was really quite significant in terms of the way it defined that area, and this new building, I think, in terms of its silhouette and the way it sits in the skyline, will provide a really interesting gateway to St Kilda.